And Tertullian said that Catholic faith and Jewish power are like the two pans of a pair of scales. As Catholic faith goes up, Jewish power goes down. As Catholic faith goes down, Jewish power goes up. Because the Jews have always been, from the time that they crucified our Lord Jesus Christ, they have always been enemies of the Catholic Church. They have always known, they've always treated the Catholic Church as their number one enemy. And the communists the same. They know that the Catholic Church is their one enemy. The New World Order knows that their real enemy is the Catholic Church. And ever since Vatican II, the Church has been on its back, on the canvas, out for the count of 6, 7, 8, 9. The enemies of the Church think the Church is finished. It isn't. The Church will be back on its feet because God doesn't want the Church to be wiped out. And God won't allow it to be wiped out. But the enemies of God, Jews, communists, Freemasons, you name them, the enemies of God don't take God into account. They don't realize who he is, or they take him into account, but they're still determined to fight him to the death, which is what they're doing. Therefore, and God allows that. God knew from eternity that's how it would be, and God allowed for that. If you want to train a good boxer, you're going to give him good sparring partners and not bad sparring partners. If you want to train people to go to heaven, you give them a good fight while they're here on the earth and not a silly, sloppy fight. And the good fight comes from mainly the Jews, because the Jews fight against God. They're clever. God made them clever. They're clever, they're gifted, they're determined, they're resolute, they're motivated. And ever since the Church began, they've been fighting the Church. Therefore, and it's God who allows that for the purpose of making good Catholics. Therefore, if you want to slow down Jewish power, what God allows that power for is to show Catholics how much they're going to suffer if they don't have the faith. Therefore, the real way to slow down Jewish power is to restore the Catholic faith. And it's because Vatican II so undermined the Catholic faith all over the world and deeply that the Jewish power has been unleashed ever since.